In this video, we're going to go over the top 5 weapons to currently be using in the DMZ mode in Modern Warfare 2. Some of these are extremely good at close range, some are good at taking out large amounts of bots, and some are good against players. Then we have one weapon that's a jack of all trades and is really good at all of it. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure to sub, but with that, let's roll right in. The HCR is my go-to high magazine capacity weapon. I used to use the RPK, however, that's really common ground loot, so you probably already have a ton of those and you don't need to use your insured weapon. And the reload speed on that is very slow. Look at how quickly this reloads having a 100-round magazine. This way you can take out a bunch of enemies, a bunch of bots, reload, and get right back into the action. This thing's very good at close range, and at medium range it absolutely takes down a bunch of enemies. So there we go, another one there, another one there, another one there. There we go. The one thing it does struggle with a little bit is longer range engagements. However, it's still very, very viable. When it comes to real players, this thing has a ton of ammo and can take down multiple people with ease. There we go. One down. There we go. So that was 2 separate teams. That's how quickly and effective this weapon is for players. HCR 56. For the muzzle, we have the Harbinger D20. This is what the tuning looks like for that. For the ammunition, we have the high velocity rounds. Here's our tuning for that. For the magazine, we're running the 100-round mag. For the comb, we have the Bruin TS30 comb. This is the tuning we have on for that. Then for the optic, we have the Mini Pro. Once again, here's our tuning. The Fennec absolutely shreds at close range. Like, honestly, nothing even stands a chance. And at medium range, you can hit some shots as well. So we got a bot over here. We got this guy. But yeah, close range, I don't think anything beats this weapon. Watch how quickly this bodies enemies at close range. And gone. And he had tier 3 as well. And another one. And gone. This thing can even take out tier 3 armored bots almost immediately. So get the reload off, push up, and gone. 2 more. Gone and gone. The only downside about this is, as you can see, we're already starting to run out of ammo. This thing shreds enemies, but it also shreds ammo as well. So if you're using this weapon, you're probably going to want to stop by an ammo crate fairly often to be able to get ammo boxes to refill. But other than that, this thing's insanely good at clearing out areas with a lot of tier 3 bots, or even an entire squad if you're in a close range engagement like inside of a building. The Fennec, for attachments, we have the ZLR 16.5 ignition barrel. This is what the tuning looks like on that. Then for the muzzle, we got the Sting Guard MKV. These are our tuning for that. Then we have the Fennec Mag 45. Then for our rear grip, we have the Strippled Grip. This is the tuning on that. Then for the stock, we have the FTAC stock cap. This Victus XMR build is absolutely insane at picking out any sort of enemies at range, whether they're real players or bots, but obviously with how slow this is not something I'd recommend taking close range. So you are definitely going to need a different weapon. I almost always use the spotter scope with this because, well, that wouldn't have helped us there because we saw them. But any sort of enemies at a farther distance, it's going to highlight in red, and this works for real players as well. So before you go into an area, especially if you're playing solo, you can pick off a lot of the bots with this. And since you're using a suppressor, most of the time, unless they see you take out another bot, they're not going to be alerted. There we go. There's another bot in this area. Take him out with ease. Now, the thing about the sniper scope we put on this, it's actually super powerful at super long ranges. So if we go ahead and ADS, let's say we wanted to shoot an enemy way up here. How far is that out? That is 900 meters out. As you can see, if you press the bottom left, it says set range. If you set the range, this is going to tell you exactly how far you have to go for bullet drop. So if we wanted to hit this little thing right there, let's say if there's an enemy on this, we could set it for this, and then we could do this, align it, and that bullet right there hits exactly where. So you're going to follow that little red dot, and this isn't super helpful at close ranges because even at 250 meters with this build, it almost has no drop-off range, but this allows you to get shots of sometimes upwards of 1,000 meters. Okay, what the heck? The Juggernaut's right here shooting at me. We're not even in the zone. What the heck? All right, I guess, I mean, you could use it to take out a Jug from far range if you randomly find a Juggernaut just, you know, chilling outside of the objective area. Boom, there we go. Long shot, headshot on the Jug. Don't need what he dropped, but yeah, the weapon case was outside of the zone. That Jug just completely went outside of the zone and tried to attack us. So if that ever happens, the Victus XMR is going to help you, but I don't think you're ever going to encounter that. Downed one. Finished.
Even lay down, I think
Yep.
the top of that shows a bit. Be careful.
Down. Cracked. Downed. Downed. Yeah, there's just nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do at range with this sniper. And finished. Bloodthirsty. But in a tower with this sniper, it's just nasty. Especially with a scope like this, there's not much they can do. As a solo player, this is exactly how I'd play, because you can easily wipe out squads of 3. Because if they don't have a weapon, oh my god, look at all those bots that can handle this. Like, there's really nothing they can do. Besides, I guess, just run away. Hit marker. Oh. Downed one. When using this weapon at really long ranges, I'd highly recommend mounting. That way you don't get the weapon sway back and forth. Because the way we have this built, it does have quite a bit of weapon sway. Downed one. Finished.
There's one in there somewhere that's head.
I see him. 3 plates broken. Downed. This is for the Victus XMR. For the barrel, we've got the Mac 8 33.5 Super. This is what the tuning looks like for that. Then for the muzzle, we've got the Bruin Counter Ops, and this is the tuning. Then for the ammunition, we've got the 50 cal high velocity, and here's the tuning for that. Then for the stock, we've got the FTAC Homeland. Here's the tuning. What gets interesting is the optic. Currently, right now, you cannot obtain this optic. There was a point in time you could buy a bundle to get this, but as it stands, the Raptor FV M40 can't be unlocked unless you already went ahead and bought the bundle. In the future, you might be able to unlock that. If that's the case, this is what you want on. If not, choose another optic that's got a 13 times. I'd recommend this one right here, the 13X VRX. However, if you have the Raptor available to you, this is going to be extremely powerful. This shotgun is a really good backup build. You run really fast with this, so whenever I got to run fast, this is what I pull out, and it absolutely destroys anything close range. You are actually able to get some kills at range too. With how far that bot's out, we were still able to one-shot him. Look, another bot out here. This one's going to take 2 shots. That's a pretty decent range for a shotgun. But my main use case for this, it can kill bots, but I find this really useful for tier 3 armored bots, close range, and other players. There's another one. There's another one. But yeah, it can clear out. The thing is, if you were going to use this exclusively for taking out low-level bots, I'd recommend putting on the 12-round mag. But like I said, I use this for anti-player. That's why I'm running the 5-round mag, to get that extra additional boost. Usually I'll have a heavy weapon in my primary slot, and this would be a secondary slot where it's more of a faster weapon where I can really go. Because look at how fast you're able to run with the shotgun. But the biggest downside is after 5 shots, you are going to have to reload. The reload isn't crazy long though. Look at how quick you're able to quickly reload this. One of the best use cases for the shotgun is clearing out buildings and strongholds. You can quickly run through a stronghold and almost one-tap everything. The riot shielders are still going to be kind of annoying, but as we enter the basement, look, enemy there, gone. Anyone else, you can get it as well. And this is one of my go-to weapons whenever I'm breaching a building. Whether it's real players or enemies, this thing just doesn't care. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Oh, through the wall, baby. Let's go. The shotgun's also amazing at taking out real players. Usually it only takes 1 or 2 shots, and at close range, there's not much that they can do to counter it. Boop, boop.
They're both dead. I knocked the other one.
Nope, he's up, and he's down. Dude, this shotgun close range is unfreaking stoppable. This shotgun's also pretty good at taking down tier 3s at close range. The Bryson 890. For the barrel, we've got the 21.5 Bryson Shredder. Here's the tuning we have on that. For the muzzle, I've got the SA DX1. Here's the tuning we're using for that. For the magazine, I've got the 5-shell mag. For the guard, we've got the Demo X50 tactical pump, with this being the tuning. Then for the stock, I've got the sawed off mod. The SO14 is currently my most used DMZ weapon because it's good in all situations. At close range, it handles itself. At mid-range, it shines really well, and it can be used at long range. So whenever I'm doing something in the DMZ, if I'm going out doing any sort of missions or something, this is usually the sidearm that I bring with me. That 50-round mag does a lot of total damage. It one-shots bots in the head, so you can easily shoot bots, and this is a great way to get armor plates to fully keep stocked on these. But you can see, we could do that to 50 different bots. There's another one up here. Take him out. And with the suppressor, you're not going to be alerting the bots. There's another one. We've only shot 3 bullets. We still have 43 more bullets in our mag. The 50-round mag also makes this really helpful for taking out tier 3 bots. You can really just continuously spam this. And even if you're in an area with a ton of bots, right now we don't have any armor or any of that stuff, but just suppressing fire constantly with this is a really good way to take down large, heavily infested areas. The SO14 is also really good at taking down players, even at long range, just because the amount of ammo you have, you can just continuously lay down fire on enemies. It's also really good at close range at taking out enemies.
There's a real player behind me on this hill. Fuck.
It's also very good at close range as well. These are the attachments I have on it. The 22 Boremaster barrel, this is the tuning for that. Then we've got the Cronin Mini Pro. The optics kind of subjective and you can pick one that you like better, but usually for my playstyle, I'm going to use this one. This is the tuning we have it set to. Then we've got the 50 round drum mag. We've got the 7.62 high velocity ammunition. This is the tuning for that. Then we have for the muzzle the ZLR Talon 5, and this is our tuning. So those are my top 5 weapon classes I'm using in DMZ right now. Obviously in the future, there's going to be new DLC weapons added, and there's going to be buffs and nerfs to the current weapons. As this changes, I'm going to make updated videos keeping you guys informed. If you want to see those, make sure to sub to the channel. And if this helped you out and you want to leave a like and a comment, I appreciate it a ton. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.